Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be doing a Zeppelin tutorial, and I might make another video showing how to make bomb bay doors, which is basically like it's a big hatch that opens up on the bottom of the Zeppelin, and it can release like TNT. And I can also show you how to make commands so that way it like opens and closes easily, but it takes a couple minutes, so I'm gonna probably be doing that in a separate video. Okay, so you want gray wool for the balloon, and then I would suggest white concrete for the passengers' quarters on the bottom. And if you want, I usually do this to add a little pop of color. I usually get red or blue or yellow, whatever color you want, honestly. And so that way you can add a bit of color to the build. Anyway, if you want to do this, I would suggest doing it about 30 to 40 blocks in the air. This makes it easier for you to build, so that way you have a lot more room. Usually I make the middle part, like the longest part, which is like, basically I'm going to start off with the skeleton of the balloon, so it's easier to build the balloon based on the skeleton of it. So usually I make it an odd number, probably around like 31 to 39 blocks long, because that gives you enough room to add some shape to it. And yeah, so that, okay, so if I do this, I'm just gonna do this for it to be easier on me. If you don't have access to commands, don't worry, just build it and count out, I guess. So I'm gonna be doing 39 blocks. There we go. So you want to find the center of this long piece, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What I'm doing right now is trying to measure to see where the middle is. Okay, that is a, you know what, I'll destroy one block on this side. That would probably make it just a bit easier. Yep, so this is my center block right here, so mark that somehow, because it will be important to measure out the biggest part of the balloon. So, what you want to do is go out by 4 on all sides like this. And you want to adjust this so you should have something that looks like this when you do this. So you want to do 3 out. Oh no, 2 out from this. So 2 and 2 like this. And then so you're basically just making a circle around this. Oh, wait. Okay. The most important thing that you can do is to make sure that the build is symmetrical. Oh my god, I suck at this game. And then, okay, so that's one of the segments measured out. So I'm just gonna fill this in, because if you do this, it actually helps when you're building the rest of the balloon, because then you can just add on like this on the later edges. So if you do it so it's like 6, 7, 8, 9, so you want to make sure there's 9 blocks in between there, and then you want to go out by 2 this time, and then add 1 on top of that, so it's actually 3 on each. But this time you want to just add them on here, so it should be smaller than the other one. And actually, if you want to, just make it like this, so that way all of the top is always, like, the top and the sides are always like the same, pretty much, in lengthwise, kind of. Well, not exactly, but basically there will be one less block like right here every time you do it. And I'm just trying to make it so it's easier to measure out the segments. I'm just gonna stop talking for a minute, so you want to just copy that onto the other side. So there you go. And in the middle here, in this section, it will look like this tiny L shape. And then on this part, you want to make it so it's 7. And then you want to just go out by 2 this time. So every time it gets smaller, and eventually it will look like this. And don't worry, this will be longer on that side. It will look kind of almost to a point on the end. And it doesn't look that fancy right now, and I apologize for that, but it will be worth it near the end. I did that wrong. Okay. Oh, yeah, I did that. I didn't do that completely wrong, but I just had to round up the corners. I'm sorry if this tutorial is kind of hard to follow, because this is my first, like, actual long commentated video. But, yeah. So, what you want to do now is you want to... Okay, I messed up. Oh, I did. So, you want to fill it in, so that way it's like this. So there's going to be one block like this, so there's going to be blocks like that. So each time you do another layer, it gets bigger and bigger, and you want that. Like, that's good if it's like that. So you want to do it on the edges of the white parts. This is why it was so important to build out the white spots. For this one, at least. And then, for the other ones, you might have to add on a tiny bit of, like, you're gonna have to add on extra gray blocks. So that way it looks more, like, blimp-like, I guess. So, for this end, you should have something that looks like this. So at the end of doing the middle sections, I'll do the ends. The ends are going to be more complicated, but they should look pretty good. I'm not following an exact design. I'm basing this off of a concept that I did earlier today. And it's in my Creative World tour so far. I built one Zeppelin and then cloned it. And so I did that, and it I named them really stupidly, but they're meme Zeppelins, honestly. So yeah, so I'll show you what it should look like on the inside after we're done building the balloon part. Yeah, so, oh, forgot one strip. And then we're gonna be adding a tiny bit more on for extra detailing. Now that I think about it, if you actually want to, you can destroy this part, like the edges of these, and just go on from here. Actually, you know what? Just destroy this entire part. Actually, I'm so sorry, but yeah, if you destroy this, we can actually make it look a lot better on the outside. And don't worry, we'll add more onto here so it looks like more expanded. But for now, just do this, and then it will look good from what I've seen and built. But yeah. And I'm so glad I got this new headset though. Because I have a second channel that is a collaboration channel with my friend. I'll probably link it in the description if you want to check it out. But yeah. So it's cool because my old headset, you couldn't really even tell what I was saying half the time because it was that bad. But now I have like an actual headset, so I really like this too. It's really comfortable. I don't remember exactly what kind they were. They're Turtle Beaches. If you go to like any Target, I think they're the $100 wireless ones. I don't remember what number it was, but it was like the Stealth something. I don't really remember, but yeah. So after we do this, it should look like this for now. We already did the bottom, except for over here. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we're gonna do the ends. So we're gonna expand this by yeah, that looks good. By 2 on each side, and then we're gonna just like so all the open parts right here, we're just going around the edges of the open spaces, and then we're gonna do a square like thing here, and then like that. You don't have to add this block on the end. If you want to, just make it a regular gray one. And we're gonna do the same on this side, so. Oh wait, I think I did that wrong. Yeah, I did. Wait, no, I didn't. Yes, I did. I'm so sorry. I'm a bit discombobulated today, I guess. you could say. So yeah, you want to expand these by 2. Then you want to actually, yeah, you want to do this, and then do a square, and then that. Okay, so it should, in theory, be completely symmetrical, which it looks like it is. And yeah. So we'll actually add this layer on the bottom because I'm not sure if we did or not. Yeah, we did actually. But that's the bottom is supposed to be flat, so that way the captain's and the passengers' quarters can fit. And but if you wanted to make this a military one, there's going to be another video explaining how to convert it. So for the tail fins, so you're going to want to start here. It's going to be the same on all 4 sides. So on these, you want to start like this. 3 and 3. And then you want to do 2. And build up 3 from that. So in total, it should be 4 on the edges. And then 2 right there. It's not going to be symmetrical on both sides, but on all sides. This one is going to be more like bent, I guess you could say. And then you want to do 2, 2, 2, and 2. So it should have this little hook or L shape, or upside down L shape right there. And then you want to do 2 like that. And then you want to fill this part in. And remember, you can do this in any colors. This isn't a color like requirement or anything. So yeah, this one's going to look a bit different because this part is supposed to be that part and it's not flat. So usually it would be like this. You know, actually, if you want to, just lift this part up by 1. I think I might actually do that so it makes it easier on both of us. Yeah, that looks better. So 2. So they should look like this. They're all symmetrical. Actually, if you want, just break the corner block like that. So now you have kind of a torpedo shape. And yeah. You know what? You could probably actually shave these parts off and then break it 1 more. It's really a matter of personal preference. But. So yeah. And then, after that, actually, because this is the front, you want to add like kind of like a pyramid shape looking thing like that. Okay? Yeah. So on the bottom here, what we actually want to do is, so you want to start 2 in from the middle. So 2 in like that. You're going to fill this in. And then you want to add 1 out like that. So it's like a really big rectangle, but without corners. You just want to add, that actually looks pretty far down. So we'll just make that 3 like that. And then the floor, what I usually like to do for this one is make that spruce. I don't know why I did that. So you want to do it like this. And it's not much space to work with, but I'm really only using this for as a decorative build. But if you wanted to utilize more space, I would probably, it wouldn't be really realistic, but you could always dig into the balloon and just have it like that. But for reality accuracy, I guess you could say, I'm just going to make it so this is the holding compartment for everything. And if you go like, oh my gosh. So if you go like this, should look like that. And if you want to, actually, you can add like a little thing like that, because we're gonna be adding like a windshield kind of thing right here. But I wouldn't do that, honestly, if it were me, because it would be harder to see down. So yeah, if you do that, and then break the middle strip here, and then add your color of choice in. I'm messing everything up here, aren't I? Yeah, add your color of choice. So I picked red, so I'll just do it like this. And yeah, so this is more of a blimp than a Zeppelin, now that I think about it. But it's a start. I have a more complex Zeppelin tutorial that I want to release at some point, but it will take a tiny bit, because I have to rebuild it so I can figure out the dimensions for everything. But after that, I'll be sure to upload it. Then you want to do this. So, oh, if you want, you just clear that from your inventory, and grab like a lever. You can step inside and do whatever you want with this space. You can add table and chairs. You could add a bedroom over here. You know what? If this is like a private Zeppelin, probably have the layout like this. So it's like, this is a bedroom. Pretty big bedroom, I guess. Right? And then, what kind of door? I would use birch, because, I don't know, I just like it. And then have this be like the captain's area, so like you can overview where you're going. And then a set of table and chairs right here. And furnace. And a fridge. Where's the iron doors? There they are. And then actually, you might want to grab yourself an iron block, because apparently that's what everyone else does. And then that. There you go. So you have your dining area, your kitchen, kind of, your bedroom, and your captain's area. So you can just go out there and voila, you have your Zeppelin. I'm just letting you guys know this was a freestyle build. So there was really no preparation going into this. I was just trying to see like what I could really do in that not that long of time. Didn't make sense at all, but you know what I mean. I think this turned out pretty well for the amount of time that I put into it. But yeah, I'm gonna be making a bigger, better, and more functioning Zeppelin later on. So yeah, I'm planning on making it like a big Zeppelin, and then making more videos that have like attachments onto it. So you could put like TNT cannons, like a bomb door hatch thing. I don't know, like player launcher, I don't know. I could use some commands for these things too. Because if I really wanted to, which I do in the future, I could utilize the space in the balloon and then put command blocks up here. And if you wanted to, you could put it along the central beam like that. And you wouldn't really be able to know that it's there. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna be uploading more tutorials sometime soon. And, yeah. Thanks for stopping by.